I'm going to teach you how to find two other trigonometric ratio of angle A when cosine A equals 7 to the 7 times square root of 193 over 193. So let's get started. So the first thing is to visualize the whole thing. And we'll find this. Before moving into the problem itself, I'll tell you what trig ratio is. Trig ratio is basically like the ratio between these three sides of a right triangle. For example, you can see that, let's say this is A, and this is O, and this is H. Sine of A will be O over H. All right. Now we got that established. Let's look at this problem itself. Now we know that this is going to be angle A. Now, cosine is going to be adjacent over hypotenuse. The side on the other side of 90 degree is your hypotenuse. Alright, now let's look at this question itself. Cosine A is 7 to the power square root of 193 over 193. So this is going to be adjacent over hypotenuse. Alright, now hypotenuse is going to be 193. And we can see that the adjacent one, which is this side, is going to be 7 times square root of 193. 7 times square root of 193. Now we got this established. Now in order to find all trig ratios, we need to know this side as well, which I'm going to call side X. Actually, no. I'm going to call it side O. I'm going to call it side O because it's opposite of A. Now, we can see that we know that sine is going to be opposite over hypotenuse. And we know that tangent is opposite over adjacent. Now that we know this, you may be wondering, how in the world do I find this side? Well, it's rather simple to say. What you need to do is use the good old Pythagorean theorem. Now we know that Pythagorean theorem is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Now we'll say we call this as b, then b is going to be 7 square root of 193. We're going to square that, and this is O, right? So O squared plus, which equals to 193 squared. Alright, now I'm just going to erase all these real quickly. I'm going to erase the original question as well. Now, if we got that, then we can use our handy old calculator. 37249 equals 945. 7 plus O squared. Now, in order to isolate O squared, or O itself, the first step will be minusing our 9,457 to this side, which would leave me 27792, 27,792. Now we're not over yet. We need to make O by itself, which means we need to square root them, which O will eventually become 166.7. So O is basically 166.7. Now that we got that, we can erase all of these again. Now, we need to find the two other one, the sine, which is opposite over hypotenuse, and tangent, which is opposite over adjacent. Now let's see. A, opposite, 166.7 over, what is it? Hypotenuse, which is 193. So your sine A will equal 166.7 over 193. Now your tangent A equals 7. Oops, my bad. I don't know what I was thinking. Opposite, which is going to be 166.7 over your adjacent, which is 7 times square root of 193. And that is going to be your answer. I hope this video was very, very helpful. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.